I'm Alex Mac, part of the Call to Action crew, and this is my hubby. This is my husband. What's up, Lucas?
Not much. I just, I'm here. I exist. We're in separate rooms. We're in the same house, but she's in the basement now. She's on her new streaming setup. She's got a brand new computer and everything.
Yeah, my computer's in the basement. I definitely don't sound like a goblin or anything at all under that description. Just a little bit. We're going to be reacting to the Dungeons Eric Zipper up against the RoxStar's Stacy Howard. So this is going to be the singles debut match of the season for both of these competitors, representing their factions respectively. And I'm pretty excited. I feel like they definitely line up pretty respectively. What do you think of these competitors, Lucas?
I always like Stacy Howard just because she...
Sorry, our cat is craves attention.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah, Stacy Howard always. I like both of them, but Stacy Howard always seems to shake things up, and she is consistently underrated. And I guess so is Zipper to some degree. This is a really good matchup. I actually like this a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you kind of came into Schmoedown. I don't want to say very recently, but at the same time, a little more recent than a lot of the reactors and you know, compared to a lot of us. I've been doing this obviously for, I feel like, forever, but at the same time, you were very fresh into it. So when you were talking about how much you really enjoyed seeing Stacy Howard, you know, her record and the way you talked about her character, I was like, wait, she is really a solid competitor. And I feel like you need to go back and rewatch her a little bit. So I'm pretty glad about that. Do you have any expectations about this match?
I don't know, because Stacy really shines when she's going up against someone that they expect her to lose to.
Right,
so,
Alice.
Those have been some of her greatest matches. So I don't actually know. I didn't look. I don't know who's favored in this match as far as placement and everything. I haven't done the full deep dive into their records that others have.
For sure. I do really hope that I'm not like going in favor of like one competitor or the other, because Eric Zipper, obviously he is a really great competitor, but as far as being singles, that's a very new thing for him. But he's also been very vocal about how excited he is to get into that league in particular versus being on teams, which I know he said just on Schmoedown the other day he would love to be part of it, but singles is what he really kind of focusing on this season, which I honestly think it's that in IG, the conversation is always happening. What's harder, IG or singles? For sure. All right. So we better get into it, All right.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. And I do know. Oh, whoa, Schnikes. What? Huh? I don't know what that was. Sorry. Okay. Let's just get
Nothing popped up, so I don't know what that was either.
Oh, do you see it?
I see it now.
Whammy! Let's play. Lucas, which exhibition match are you most excited for?
Which exhibition match? So I'm a little behind on watching all of them. I do. I guess looking through the promo here. So I've seen the Battle of the Champions, so I can't say I'm excited for that one. That was a very, very good one, though. I guess going forward, I guess going forward, maybe the Lord of the Rings one, just because I like the subject matter a little bit more. It's a little closer to my heart than like a Jurassic Park or a Back to the Future. But they're all good fun. So I can't hear the match at all. Can everyone else?
You can't hear it? I can hear it totally fine.
I cannot.
You can't hear it.
I don't know. In the chat, can the people in the chat hear the?
Yeah, you guys can you hear it? Okay, hey y'all. Yes, thank you, Dean. I am checking some club. But can you guys hear the match at all?
No sounds, Danny.
Because I can hear it perfectly, and the thing you can clearly see it. It says the volume's up.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Dean Morgan's also saying he can't hear video. Why don't you rewind it a little bit while we demo this, and try and figure out what's happening.
Okay. Let's see.
Danny's saying maybe didn't share audio on share screen.
I didn't share audio on share screen? I don't know. What does that mean? What does that mean? Wait, let me try this. Okay.
So apparently when you go to share a screen, there's a share volume checkbox.
Y'all are amazing. Danny girl, Kelsey, my love, thank you. I did not do that, so you guys are brilliant. Even through the chat, I'm like, my ladies. Okay, so let's see if we can do it this time around. Yes.
I can hear it now.
Yeah. Yes, Mike, you can blame me. Always blame me. I'm real excited about MCU, though. I'm not gonna lie. Real excited about that in rom-coms. Janine, Rachel, Drew, Makuga. I mean, that's such a great combination of competitors right there, Ken. Yes, I'm glad you can see it. I'm glad you can hear it. Thank you so much. Dude, I love Stacy. Stacy is like goals right there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown.
You got Brienne on the desk.
It's Alice, and I wore my shiniest sport coat. Why? Because I'm joined on the desk by the one, the only, the legend, Miss Movies, Brienne Chandler.
Hello, Mark. There are so many patterns happening right now.
Look
I
at
don't know
this.
if I can handle it.
It's a
speaking of patterns, let me just.
is a game
I
of
hate
skill, a game of chance, and that's a lot
talk
like
about
what you
it,
get
but
with the movie trivia
this is Lucas'
Schmoedown.
bachelor shirt.
Eric Z-Man Zipper.
This is my
versus
bachelor
Sassy.
party
Stacy
t-shirt.
Howard, Brienne. What do you make of this epic matchup here today?
Okay, well, here's
Just wanna
the thing. We
point that out.
Zipper for quite some
It's not the worst shirt I own.
this division.
I think it's a
he had that
fantastic
match
shirt.
with Haley. It went to sudden death, one round of sudden death,
Ended
which
up
was
winning.
really great.
Right.
He won that, but then he was gone, and now 9 months later, he gets
what happened?
if you get a call 9
That was
months
so
later
weird.
from someone, are you
That was really
what are you
weird.
thinking? Like, are you like, should I answer that?
No, we had to nix the
or
grilled
what?
cheese
In certain
thing, Danny.
circumstances, you're very nervous
Yes.
if it's a 9-month period of time.
We did.
But
I
with
figure
Eric
it's probably
Z-Man
with
Zipper,
the new
you're
computer
looking at a
setup
guy
I have
who's
in the
made his
basement.
mark in the
Grilling
Schmoedown
cheese on camera
primarily
probably
in the
isn't the most
intergeekdom
optimal
and in
situation.
teams.
But
And
who
some
knows?
singles, you're right. He is 1-0. He went to overtime. He defeated Haley Fouch in a fantastic contest. And then on the other side of the ledger, you look at sassy Stacy Howard.
Sassy.
She comes in with a record of 5-5. She's got a technical knockout to her credit,
Okay,
and she's
5-5.
beat some of the greatest competitors and nicest human beings in the
I wasn't
She
paying
beat
attention
two
when they
former
said
singles
Zipper's record.
champions.
Greatest.
That's Mark
That's
Riley.
you.
That's Mark Riley.
Oh,
And then
okay,
she also
yes.
beat me
Also
once upon
Mark
a time.
Riley.
So
Also.
Stacey Howard is clearly winning the war of experience, but is that
Yes.
going to be the only factor in here? Does Eric Z-Man Zipper have something up his sleeve?
Ooh, well,
This
Eric
is
Z-Man
live,
Zipper
Ferris.
might have something up
Yes.
his sleeve. I don't
It's
know. Does he
incredibly
have
live.
Oh, God.
His faction mate.
We got a
does,
lot
right?
of magicians. And you know what?
Robert
Let's take a look
Parker
at the pregame interview and see if there's any magic.
Lucas, what are you drinking right now?
I'm
Stacey
drinking
Howard is not just one of the most underrated players
Imagery
in all of Schmoedown.
Cabernet.
She is
You
the
classy
most underrated
mofo.
player in Schmoedown
I'm
history.
stringing the
Stacey
claw. I got
Howard, who will
lime
heretofore
on
be known
hand.
as the wheel killer.
The queen of upsets.
I
Breaker
didn't stick her in the
of
basement. I
brackets.
provided her
All
with
she is correct
a great
management.
office
And
space.
honestly, I don't
That's
feel
true.
like we had that
An
in the
entire
past.
floor to
Roxy
herself.
texted me
It's
last
true.
night and twice this morning just to check in on me. I was like, "What are you, a guy that I
She
just
just
started dating?"
has to be
I'm
set up in the
pumped for
corner to
today.
avoid
and
the
that's because
flooding.
of you. That's because of how you have,
Yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, and you want us to kind of chat about or whatever, please send us.
Beat your butt again.
I
The 3 OGs. Of
really
the
can't wait for this.
Steve Coogan.
Mark.
I am undefeated in singles, 1-0. I have
Dude,
obliterated
1-0.
Haley
Let's-
Fouch and sudden death.
You have the same
and I'm
record
gonna
as Brett Sheridan.
obliterate
Calm down, dude.
Stacey Howard. I'm about to sweep in singles because maybe some people will call this premature, but I know in my heart that I am the next Dan Merle.
He is the next Dan Merle for sure.
Dude, I
Dan
love that
Merle?
confidence.
I'm the future champ of this league. Throw a flannel and a baseball cap on me and no one will be able to tell the difference.
Same guy, same competitor, same skill set.
It's a
Exactly.
fair question, Zach. I don't know. I don't know that she is any longer underrated, but she has been for a long
The
time.
next GOAT,
Yes, that's a very different conversation. Someone is actually actively being underrated versus someone that is
total gas Hellraiser. before the devil knows you're dead?
Because everyone talks about her.
Yeah, I think last season she kind of started to get some of the recognition that she deserved.
Stacey and I are no strangers in the ring.
Why needs to be like
she should not have won because we
on
got
standby
a PS3
on her
Ninjas
table at all
question,
times
but
when
I've
she
been
records.
brushing up on all my
That should be a
garbage
given.
movies, and I am ready for this fight.
Dan Merle wants to go toe to toe. We'll take him on in a putt-putt parking lot right now. Tell him,
Putt
Smash.
parking
He's
lot?
going down, Dan Merle. This is the new Dan Merle 2.0.
Listen, you know what, Zipper? I don't really know what you're trying to prove with this match, but I look forward to beating you today and showing the audience a little more entertainment than what you could bring, because I really don't even remember what he looks like.
Surprised the cat's been as quiet as he has.
Okay. It's a smaller, just as boring Dan Merle. Okay.
You know who else wears glasses? Dan Merle. You know who else just went to sudden death in a nail-biting match? Dan Merle. And you know who else is about to be wearing a belt just like Dan Merle? This guy right here. He is the next Dan Merle.
I love you. You guys, if you have any questions or if you want to talk about it or anything or whatever it may be specifically, feel free to let us know in the little Streamlabs and we will definitely chat it up.
I don't understand how you don't have YouTube Premium with all the time you spend on YouTube.
No rabbits out of the
I
hat,
refuse
but,
to
strong words.
do it.
Dan Merle?
No.
Is he Dan Merle? Is that what he's saying? I didn't understand this promo, so I'm not quite sure.
Very
Those are
high
big shoes to
praise
fill.
for himself, and look, I mean, he's represented by Kaiser on behalf of the Dungeon, and then with Sassy Stacey Howard. I know Roxy Stryer, her manager, very excited to draft her. She was kind of a mid-round draft, and I think Roxy feels like she got a steal.
She does have a steal. Stacy is one of those competitors. Look out for her in round one of any tournament.
Yeah.
She's going to take you
What's
out,
up,
and you're not going
Ferris?
to be expecting
What's
it.
up?
I feel like you
We're
and I
doing
have
well.
called matches in the past where
Weird.
it looks
If
like
this-
round one.
If this
is
stream
gonna
does
determine
last
how
until
the rest
midnight
of the
our
match
time, we have
goes,
a
and
very
maybe with
special
Demon and
announcement to
Sassy,
make.
that's the way it's going to go. If they have a strong round one,
Very
look out.
special.
If it's a little fledgling, they may falter in the wheel round.
You know what? We also saw these two when they were in teams competition for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown
I almost took a
Ultimate
nap
Schmoedown
earlier at like
teams
7
division,
o'clock.
and
And I
that
was
saw
like, probably
Stacey
not a
Howard with
good
Crimson Fury
Oh,
on top of whatever their
We
lane.
also
Loose Cannons.
Loose
What was
Cannons.
their name? It was Loose
A
Cannons
Loose
with
Cannons.
Z-Man Zipper and
We
Paul
also had a
Yama. That was
little
last year. That was before the
donation
draft.
through
So this
from
is not
Weston.
the first time
Is that
they're going
Weston
against each
Iro?
other, but it
Weston
is the
Rowe?
first time in sync.
Please correct me,
And it's
Weston.
their first match, respectively.
Please correct me
this
for the
new
love of
annual
God.
season. So maybe
Tell
a
me
fresh start for
how
one
to
of them.
pronounce it. I
Something's
feel
coming
like
up
I am
on
butchering it,
top
but he
today.
says need to
Let's
piss out
go to
eventually.
the tail of the tape.
But first,
Eric,
here's a bit
Z-Man
of Green
Zipper.
Destiny.
We know he
I
knows
would
his way
rewatch my
around
favorite match
comic
of
book
the year.
movies. He's
This
also
one's
very good at new releases and helping Kaiser write his stand-up material. Sassy Stacey Howard, very good.
I'm an affiliate
at romantic
of
comedy. She knows the
C2A
Matthew
Chris.
McConaughey movies
I'm a guest.
too, and she's very
Special,
good at
very
beating
special
legends.
guest star.
Legends of the game.
Legends.
Correction,
And she's very good at
Dean.
retiring
If
legends
Lucas
and
can
forcing them
figure
into
out
the
tech
broadcast.
issues,
What
we
an
will be
amazing
fine.
competitor she is.
I figure
at
I
doing
take
just
issues
that,
all the
Brian.
time.
I think I'm all set and ready to go. You have any last words before we get these competitors out and underway?
Well, let's just get to it, shall
Oh,
we?
it's an
Then it's
Avatar
time
reference.
for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Got a little southern twang in there through the
Well, it has-
Schmoedown.
I
Put some
haven't seen
accents on it.
Avatar in
Introducing first.
years. Oh my gosh, that was such a great show. That
With a
was
singles
amazing.
record
One
of
the best finales of all
1-0.
time.
Representing his faction, the Dungeon, and led to the ring by his manager, Kaiser, Eric Z-Man Zipper.
I don't have a whiteboard or anything.
Wow. A lot of them showed up today.
You got Vinny over there. You got Adam. Look at all these. Is Eric going to be here?
I mean, Ferris, it's
Oh, there he is. It's the
a difficult question. I do like
dude.
having Mark and Ken on the desk.
That
That's always a
doesn't
good
look
one.
like a white Russian to me,
Mhm.
but
Who was it
it's something.
Yeah, this is
on the R&B Dagnino match?
I mean,
who
I don't know
who
what
was
you
on the
call that
desk for that one?
actually,
Was that
so
Mark
we're
and
gonna have
Ken?
to find
I think
out.
it might have been.
I don't remember.
I'd like
It's
to
been
thank RoxStar's
a very long time since I've seen that
Getting
match.
out of
I
work
honestly,
early
I don't
from her
remember
other
that
job.
match at all.
Working the perfume counter at Sears.
That's was it Harloff and Ellis?
Thanks for bringing samples.
Kaiser, I love you, man, but you're out of your element. I got this.
for the Dagnino R&B.
Took 4 men to see Eric, and now he's saying I'm good on my own.
You're killing me, Alex. You're killing me with this.
You know what? I am not paying for a
And
YouTube
his opponent,
premiere. I will not do it. No.
with a record of 5 wins, 5 defeats, 1 technical knockouts. Led to the ring by her manager,
Ken's
Roxy
promo is
Stryer.
really
On
great.
behalf of the faction of the RoxStar's,
It's also very long.
Stacy,
The long,
Stacy
rambling.
It was like 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah. But cool. Every
I
second of
like
it.
that Guns N' Roses shirt. Mark Andreyko.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine Mark Andreyko with Stacy Howard as a
going on
team?
here.
Yeah, it's almost like Andreyko.
I love
Brody.
Jeff Snyder. I
And he's getting his
do. There is
lead
that,
singer to the handshake there. Nice sportsmanship.
um,
Roxy and Andreyko.
crap, I meant Stacy.
I mean,
A little bit of bad blood between the men.
Say what you will about
Make their way
Jeff Snyder,
stage
and
left,
he's
and now
said
it's the
some
competitor Stacy Howard. You've been here a number of
nonsense
times.
recently,
Eric
but he's
Zipper,
still one of the
newer to
best
singles, but you've been
teammates you can
underneath
have
the
in
White
this
Hot
game.
Spotlight of the Schmoedown.
100%.
And now
I
I'll remind
totally
everyone
agree. I feel like
the
in
rules of
Draco
round
and
number
Jeff,
one.
I feel like
In
they're
round number
just
one, 8
so
questions,
similar
8
when it comes to
different corners
strengths
of
and
movie trivia
weaknesses. I feel like
know-how.
they
Each question's worth
they
a point.
do
No penalty for
great
missing a
together.
question.
I
There
feel
is
like they can
stealing.
do better
In
with
round
other
number one, we'll ask a
competitors.
question. You have about 15 seconds. I'm sorry, Stacy, am I boring you?
But that's
About
just me.
15 seconds
I could be
to
wrong.
answer.
I mean, times may change, and they
Once I
may
ask
change
you by
my
name to reveal your answer.
idea
show
about
what you
them
wrote
as a
on the
team
whiteboard.
overall.
At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone. You each
I have
have
to be
3
honest,
usages
I was
of
only
the
half
JTE
listening.
rule. I think I'm boring both of them.
Well,
actually.
they've been here. They know this. This
If
ain't no
you
rodeo.
think
They were
you
talking
want
on the
more
show.
time, you
They
buy
were
yourself
saying
an extra
things.
15 seconds. Use one of your 3 JTE rules. You also each have 1 challenge to be used at
That's
any
my
point
face
throughout
to
the
you.
video match to be issued by your managers.
Are you
All right.
playing
I
along,
thought I did a
Lucas?
pretty good reading of the rules. Didn't seem to
I
impress
guess
Stacy or
You're
Eric.
you're not going to be able to read anything I
Stacy,
write.
Are you
I
ready
don't
to
have a
compete?
pen, pencil, or
Sure, yeah.
anything to write down. I'm just gonna say it.
Love it.
El
Love it.
Duderino?
The zip abides.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown!
The zipper.
The roadie crowd here today. And our match kicks off in
Aw,
round number
Chris.
1 with the
We love
category
you.
of action adventure. And the question is, which Oscar-winning actress plays Jason Statham's mother in The Fate of the
I know,
Furious?
I know.
Yeah, I know her
All
face.
the Fast
I've
and
never
Furious
seen it,
franchise.
but
Do you really? Or are you
Have
kidding?
you written down an
I
answer?
am being quite serious.
No.
It's a fun, dumb movie.
I'm
But
sorry.
I know who it is.
I mean, they're
I
pretty
wouldn't
I have
say-
it. Can I say it?
They're really dumb.
Yeah, go for it.
Pens
Okay,
down,
the answer is Helen
Stacey.
Mirren.
Dame
Yep, that's the
Helen
one.
Mirren.
You're
It
right.
is
Correct.
Sir Lord Dame Helen Mirren. Eric,
Helen Mirren.
he got it too.
All right. Tie game.
It's Dame.
One
It's Dame.
to one.
Please respect the title.
Sir Lord.
All right, your second question.
Sir Lord Dane.
90s movies.
Queen.
Robert De Niro plays a gangster named Sam Ace Rothstein in what 1995 crime film?
Very well. Very well.
Thank you.
So when we were
It's not
breaking
Casino,
down,
is it?
and I decided Rothstein.
Um,
David Lee
Instead
Roth.
of Rothstein.
De Niro playing a gangster doesn't really narrow it down
Yes.
very much.
Greatest
like
American
what,
songs.
20 movies? That
Yeah.
sounds
breakdowns.
4,
correct.
3.
It was that because
Yeah.
I know I think
One.
he came out in
Hands
97,
down,
but when
go
did
to
they describe him
Z-Man.
as a
What do you got?
gangster in that movie?
Analyze this.
It
It
is
is
not.
Not. The Stacy have
Google
it.
Casino.
Once Upon a Time in America?
It is also not.
What do we got?
It's Casino.
Casino.
Well done, Lucas.
I mean,
That's where you were.
Yeah.
I don't really get points when I
Not that
say
long
it's
ago,
not
doing some
X,
stand-up
is it?
in the casino.
I know it's
Great.
I'm
It
not
was
going
no,
to
he
score.
didn't know it,
I
but
figure this like he came out later in the 90s, I believe. He came out like
All right.
97
Ease
or
up,
something.
managers, because now it's time for the third question.
With
That's in
Chino.
the world of dramas. And the query is,
So
what
no perfect rounds already.
2013 film stars Leonardo DiCaprio and is based on a classic novel
I got
by
it.
F. Scott Fitzgerald?
great soundtrack.
Yeah,
You read novels?
Listen to
It's
the
a-
soundtrack a lot, actually.
it's a great. It's a solid
I take
soundtrack.
that as no.
Any
I thought-
soundtrack with this director is pretty solid.
Yeah, I thought about pulling it out again recently.
I
I've
don't
been
know,
listening
is
to
it
a bunch
more
of
than
these
5
like
pages?
electro swing
Yes.
songs,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of got me
Stacey,
kind of got me
Oh,
feeling the soundtrack
did I
again.
not repeat the
didn't get it in
question?
time.
Damn.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's
Eric
Great
Zipper,
Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby.
he's got a
Yeah.
lead.
Correct.
2-1.
I hope that doesn't what just happened with
Yeah, please,
Stacy
I can hear
impacts
the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
impacts her
All
for
right.
the rest of the match because that little woman can definitely get to you.
I mean, she's obviously a little frustrated there, but
All right, there's going to be a challenge issued, and we'll be right back
You
with
got this, Stacy.
See, we were talking. Oh my god.
I will not do it.
Our
I will
rule.
not do it.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Love you, babe.
How many more ads are in this
And
video?
we're back. The challenge issued by RoxStar's, the manager of Sassy Stacy Howard, was that the countdown wasn't loud enough and her competitor couldn't hear the countdown, so she didn't have time to issue a JTE rule. So the ruling is going to be, that's fair. Countdown was not loud enough, even though I have a great booming voice usually. So what we're going to do, because it's not fair to ask Stacy Howard the same question, we're going to ask you a different question in the world of dramas. This is just to you for a point.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Appreciate
All
it.
right,
Interesting.
don't thank me. It's the fairness of the game. Dramas. Stacy, and your question. Who plays Bradley Cooper's older brother, Bobby, in the film A Star is Born?
Never seen it.
Sam Elliott.
Got it.
That was correct.
All right.
There
Now
were
it's
brothers
2-2.
in that movie? I didn't know that.
Sure.
All right, and now we go back to Brianne Chandler. Family
Never
film.
seen any of
Family
them.
Films is your next question.
Belt it out,
I'm going to
Brianne.
belt it. Josh Gad provides the voice of a dog named Bailey, who is reincarnated several times in what 2017 family film?
That's
Don't
too
like
late
it.
for Frankenweenie, isn't it?
Family
Don't
film.
Yeah,
like it.
Frankenweenie
I
came
know
out in
it's
the late
reincarnated.
2000s, I want to say. It was like
If
2009
you get to
or
watch a dog
2010
die
or
like
something.
900 times, don't like
Yeah.
it.
I don't agree.
So I don't
Okay,
know.
counting down. 5, 4,
Bailey.
3, 2,
I have no clue.
1. Pens down, going to you first, Z-Man.
A dog's purpose.
That is correct.
That's
Stacy have
Oh,
A dog's
yeah, I never
purpose.
She
saw
got
that.
Okay.
That's the one
Well,
with
the
like
countdown.
Harrison
That's the other one, A Dog's
Was that
Journey.
Dog Body
Yeah.
Life?
Yeah.
Or was that a,
Part
like
of
a
different
reincarnation
dog brain,
into a
whatever.
different dog body? I
Right,
didn't
next
watch it.
question
I
is
don't
in
watch
the world of
movies that are
fantasy
just like
science
a
fiction.
dog dies a dozen
And
times.
the question is,
Yeah, I
Garrett
don't have
Hedlund
a
plays
strong
James
dessert,
Hook, and
strong
Hugh
desire to
Jackman plays
cry.
Blackbeard in this 2015 fantasy film. Funny story.
That movie, Pan, does not
Stay
play.
tuned.
It was not
Yeah,
released in
Stay- it's
2015.
give
what we call
anything away.
foreshadowing in the
Pan
world
was
of
not
novels.
released in 2015.
Okay.
Are you
I-
sure? I will fact check you right now.
Please,
One pens
please.
down, going to you first.
I
Stacey.
saw it like 2 weeks ago.
Pan?
It is Pan. Does Eric
Pan.
have it?
Pan.
He was very
Film.
excited to reveal it as well.
It's the
No.
Pan Man.
All right, so
No.
4-4, and all of a sudden, each competitor's
I
only
didn't
has
have your
one
damn
question.
memories like hearing about it
Very
like 20
exciting.
years ago.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but it does
Next
look like
question.
you're very wrong.
Comedies.
We just like all give up on this whole comedy laughter
Which actor
thing.
starred as Erwin Fletcher in
Oh,
1985?
what's his face?
Fletch.
That's a
From
really
Three
scream
Amigos.
Pan
Uh-huh.
on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
I didn't feel like
Christmas
going.
Vacation.
So I faked it. I was sick. But then
Uh-huh.
that night, I saw Van Halen at the Hollywood Bowl.
Who were you faking sick to, though?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
I know his face,
Saw
that
Halo
is
too.
my
We had a
name.
good time. 2.
The only amigo I
Hands
can
down,
name is
going to
Chevy
you first,
Chase,
Eric
yeah.
Zipper. What do you got?
Chevy
Oh,
Chase.
It is Chevy Chase. Stacy
Said Warren Beatty.
didn't have it. So now it's 5-4. Zipper takes a narrow lead. 2 questions remain.
What does that mean?
In round number 1,
What
the
does that
penultimate
mean?
question is in the world of
Feeling
horror
a bit
slash thriller.
orange?
And the question is,
What does that mean?
who
Lucas,
directed
explain.
the 2015
I
found
don't know
footage
either.
film about a trip to see grandparents gone wrong, The Visit?
And
Never
Night
even heard
Shyamalan.
of this movie.
And Night Shyamalan. It's a really
I
weird
was gonna say,
movie.
when you
At
film
one
the
point,
entire
a old lady puts a
Here's
diaper
Nana
in a
cooking.
kid's face. It's really creepy.
5, 4, 3,
Ah,
2, 1. Pens are down, and Stacy
Yeah.
Howard
Still
has
don't
the
actually
answer.
get it.
M. Night
Weston.
Shyamalan?
It is M. Night
Feeling a bit
Shyamalan.
Trump,
Does
Alex?
Eric have it?
I don't know.
M. Night Shyamalan.
He got it.
Right.
The dude has it by it.
Your final question in round 1 is animated.
Okay.
Like, the question's not animated, but it's from
Took
animated.
several steps to
Very
get
well
there, but
delivered.
I
There we
understand
go.
now.
yeah.
Matthew
I switched you
McConaughey,
there.
Reese Witherspoon, Scarlett Johansson, and Taron Egerton lent their voices to what 2016 animated film?
I thought you did
Uh,
ask that very well.
You know what? I saw this movie with my children.
Wasn't this
Sing.
Kubo and the Two
Make you
Strings?
sick.
I taught them what the
It's-
MacGuffin was from this
Wow.
film.
I'm gonna say no. I say sing.
Sing? Oh, yeah. That makes
Hands
more
down.
Kubo was a little
Gardy
earlier,
first,
right?
Eric, what do you got?
Sing?
Yes. Kibo, I think
It is.
Stacy have it.
I didn't
Stacy
have
did
it.
not have it.
Ooh.
So all of a sudden,
Yeah,
Eric
sing,
Zipper pulling away
Taron
right there at the
Egerton
end.
sings,
A
all the songs
7-5 lead is
When
what
was
Eric
Kubo?
Zipper enjoys currently. Is
I
up
don't know. I
by
remember
2 points
seeing that
as
a
we
while
move
ago.
into round number 2, known as the wheel round. And fun fact, today's
Kubo.
wheel
Thank you
has
so
a
much.
sponsored
Jeff
Kubo is
spot from one of our movie
2016.
trivia Schmoedown patrons.
I
Thank
saw
you to all of
that.
our patrons out there.
Was
Thanks
it
for
Jeff
supporting our show.
Clark? Thank you so much
Check
for your
out this tier is
donation.
right for you today. The
All
sponsor of
C3
Slice
does a
is Pixar
fantastic
movies.
job.
So
So
if one of our
thank you so
competitors
much. We really
spins
appreciate
and
it.
keeps Pixar movies,
We
we're
try
going to say
really
the name
hard.
of that patron. And even if we don't
Thank
say
you.
your name, you know what? Brian and I love you.
Except Lucas.
So,
Right, we do.
each
Lucas doesn't
competitor
try
gets to
hard.
spin at that. You can spin it very
I do
easily.
not.
It's going to go
I
just
put
fine.
minimal effort into
Once you
either
settle on
way.
a category, 4
Yeah, I
questions
did
are
just kind of
asked.
pull
Because
you
I'm a
in.
special
For
guest
2
star.
points. There's no
I was
counting
like,
for missing a
thanks for
question.
reacting
However,
to me. I was
stealing
just
is
being
available
myself.
in
No one
round
wants
number
that.
2. So if you're not sure the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is
The only
correct
reason I said
answer.
Kubo
At
is
that
because
point,
it
the
said
value of
Matthew
the question
McConaughey. I
goes down
don't know who
to
the rest of
I
the
mean,
cast members
That's a
are.
great pull.
You are
I wouldn't have
enjoying
connected
a
those dots.
7-5.
I just remember Taron
It really
Egerton
ties the
and Matthew
ranking up.
McConaughey.
Would you like to spin first
Our
or
voices
defer
in
to your
that
opponent?
movie.
I would like to defer.
I've never seen it though. I heard it's good though.
Stacy spinning first.
Here we go.
Okay,
Now,
so
Stacy
what
has
is a
been known
slice?
to break a wheel.
Stacy
So
the Wheel Killer Howard.
let's be real
Okay,
gentle.
PTA, Amy Adams, Sci-Fi
Gingerly
Fantasy,
spin
Coen
that wheel.
Brothers,
She's got that
Thrillers,
Texas strength.
90s Spinners,
Raise that
Never
wheel.
Pixar, and period
There we
costume
go.
drama.
That's good.
That
That's
is
a
a
very
great
nice
pick.
spin, Stacy.
People don't
Making her
try to
fellow
go into
Texas
it.
A&M
And she is
alum
good at it, and I
finding
feel like that's
Isn't that a new
Song
one?
for her would be Jesus.
no, that's been around for a long time. No one except
Well,
Stacy
because
picked
she
it,
broke
and that's
it the last time.
incredibly
So now
hard.
she needs
It's a great
Jesus to
pick
keep it, so it
on
doesn't
her
keep.
case.
When they're
Period
again,
costume dramas has been around a long time.
It's a big strength
All
of
right.
hers.
Round
The thing is,
and round it
again,
goes,
no
trying to
one
avoid
picks it
opponent's
as
choice.
their
She successfully
strength.
maneuvers past
So,
that. No, she doesn't.
it's just not really
It's
talked about.
opponent's choice. And so
Well,
now Eric Zipper immediately calls
Right,
upon
yeah.
his manager, Kaiser. And Kaiser, for
Yeah.
some reason, making Zipper walk to him.
I'm not a big fan of the title, the way it's worded, just
Okay,
like
Eric, what do
period
you want to stick
dramas
Stacy with for
or
4 questions?
or something along those lines. I think PTA.
Paul Thomas
Woo.
Anderson.
Interesting.
Okay.
PTA, you either know that guy or you don't. You know?
Didn't PTA like
All right.
write
There we
Boogie
go.
Nights when he was like
All
17
right, here's
or
your
18?
first question, Stacy. Which
Intense.
Paul Thomas
I have no
Anderson
idea.
film stars
I
Adam
hope you're not
Sandler?
asking me.
Punch Drunk Love.
That's correct for 2
2
points.
points.
Get it, Stacy.
All right, she's now tied with Zipper. 3 questions remain.
Your second question. What is the last name of Paul and Eli, the twin brothers played by Paul Dano
Ooh, I recognize it. I
in
saw it.
There Will Be Blood?
Oh. Oh.
I saw that for the first time a few weeks ago, and that movie is intense.
Okay. I think I know it.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
feel
gonna go
like-
multiple choice.
I feel like I should watch this because
Your
it's one of
options
the
are
only
A,
Daniel Day-Lewis
Plainview, B,
movies
March,
I've not seen,
C,
but,
Fletcher, D, Sunday.
It's Sunday.
That is correct for a point.
All right.
Get it, girl.
She takes the lead
Get
over
it.
Zipper.
All right.
I've seen a lot of
You
clips
went,
from
but I
that
haven't
movie,
working your
but
way
that's about
through.
it.
Yeah,
Next
that
question.
movie, The Milkshake.
Who plays Frank
quote was a good
T.J.
one.
Mackey in Magnolia?
Frank
Cruise?
TJ.
Tom Cruise? I've never seen this movie either.
He's in
I
it.
just know Tom Cruise plays a real creeper in that one.
Gonna go to 5.
You know, there's some matches where I feel like
Tom
really
Cruise?
good, like all
And
perfect
that's
round
another
one.
point.
Right.
Haven't even seen it.
It looks like she knew Cruz was in the movie, but maybe not which role he played.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only
Alright.
actor who I know
This
it
is
for a
the
fact is in
final
that
question,
movie.
I believe.
So-
Final question.
All right, here we go.
I know.
Which MCU actor plays Lieutenant Detective Christian F. Bigfoot
Bjornsson.
Bjornsson in 2014's Inherent Vice?
MCU actor.
I haven't seen this movie.
Multiple choice.
We will have
Hemsworth?
zero other choices. A.
No,
Jeremy
clearly
Renner.
wrong.
Not Hemsworth.
B. Benicio del Toro. C. Josh Brolin. Or D. Anthony Mackie.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
That's correct for a
All
point.
right.
Okay, guys,
It's
I'm pulling
category
Stacy
is
right now.
one, but
Just
she
saying.
maneuvered her way around it fantastic.
Yes.
Babe, you and
I
me.
wonder if Zipper gave her that category because that's a
Yes.
strength of his. So
He could
thought
get a
could
steal.
I'm pulling the Stacy
So
right now.
I don't
stealing
know.
Pretty damn
opportunities.
good.
Maybe don't shake
Nope.
your head to let us know.
I'm proud
So
of
we
you.
Now-
don't know.
Eric Zipper's going to have to step up to
Thank
that
you, babe.
wheel.
It's all I've
And
ever wanted.
he finds himself trailing by 4 points. Very impressive round 2 from Stacy.
You know who my favorite Zipper is? The one from Rescue Rangers. The little fly?
She
I was
got
never
a.
Chippendale's
She
Rescue Rangers
did
guy.
great on her second
No.
round. I
Not a fan.
am
I was more
mega
of a
impressed
tailspin kid.
Okay,
with
yeah,
her,
Launchpad's
and especially if it's since it's not on
Launchpad,
strength
we
and
knew
it's
he
not
was flying
something
drugs.
she's
But
particularly
magic.
strong with in general.
Chippendale's Rescue Rangers.
Is it going to get
I
to
am
Spinner's
surprised at how
choice?
well
Is the
she
only
went through.
question.
Hey,
Not a.
isn't
Is it gonna go past it?
section?
Oh!
New releases is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Possibly one of Zipper's
Now,
strengths.
is that a
but
strength or a weakness? Where on
Walking with
the
Kaiser.
scale is that?
I don't know.
I
I
mean, would you take this category?
wasn't paying attention when they did tailor the tape.
Last year, yes.
Nor do I have any stats
This year,
memorized.
No.
Well-
The most recent movie I saw was Bad Boys for Life.
Well,
Alright, so
anytime
we
I talk to any of my competitors and my
Keep it.
family
There's a
about
beverage here.
whether or not we should stay or should
what kind of
or
beverage?
respin, it's all about math.
Kahlua in it.
Okay.
We rank,
I don't
we
know, they
rank
just
all
presented
the
it to me, so it's
slices
probably best
and
not to ask
everything.
too
It's a
many
whole
questions.
process.
I understand.
So I'm kinda curious how
center
this-
glass.
And it is for them.
Your first
Yeah.
question of 4 in the world of new releases. What 2019 film follows a young man who runs away from a care facility to make his dream
Oh, Peanut Butter
of becoming a
Falcon.
professional wrestler come true?
Peanut Butter Falcon.
That is
I
correct.
still haven't seen
That's a
that.
great film.
I hear it's amazing.
Did you get to
I
see
don't
this?
remember if we have that one or
I did
not.
not see that.
We don't. Has Shia
I
LaBeouf?
heard
it's
a must.
Dakota-
Yeah, because that was the two big,
All right,
one of
your
the
next
two big
question.
Shy
The
movies of
main
that year.
events of The Nun
Last year.
take
Feels
place
like
at a
longer.
monastery in
Much
what
longer time
Eastern
ago.
European country?
Multiple choice.
Is it A,
Croatia?
Bulgaria,
No.
B, Serbia, C, Romania, or D,
Romania.
Albania?
I am also guessing Romania.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was thinking,
I'd like to
I know
just
the nun.
Lodge an official complaint about this question. Can I get those options one more
I
time?
can give you the options one more time without a JT.
I
Is
know
it A,
the
Bulgaria,
nun
B,
takes place
Serbia,
predominantly
C,
in
Romania,
Mexico.
or D, Albania?
I think.
I'm going to go to 5,
Bulgaria.
4. That is incorrect. Stacey, I'm going to give you your options again for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Bulgaria, B, Serbia, C, Romania, or D, Albania?
Romania?
You're right.
I was gonna say that.
She is the queen of guessing.
By the skin
Absolutely.
of my teeth all the time.
That's fine.
Stacey Howard, maybe an all-time great guess.
That is a huge,
down
huge
to
steal
work
for
at
her.
sport.
And Josh
Okay.
Macuga. I just want them to have a guess off one day.
Back to Eric Z-Man Zipper. You still have
Yeah, no,
2
that's good.
questions remaining in the world
That's
of
solid,
new
yeah.
releases. And your penultimate question. Mariel Heller directed what 2018 biopic starring Melissa McCarthy?
Can you ever forgive me?
That is correct for 2 points.
Damn.
All right.
Really
wasn't a fan
good
of that
movie.
one.
And
Huh,
it's
I
Zipper
didn't
pulls
like it.
within 1.
Solid
I like Richard E.
movie.
Graham's great.
It's true.
This is the last
I
question.
think I saw
All
like
right.
3/4 of it.
Your
Though.
last question, and this could give you the lead going into round number 3 if you get it right off the
Will
bat.
give me the lead. Let's say Will.
It's a good positive attitude.
Who provides the voice of Scar in 2019?
Idris
The Lion
Elba.
King?
Elba.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh wait.
And Stacey did a great job in the category she
I
didn't want.
have no idea.
Zipper spins through
I tried
releases.
to put the 2019 film out of my mind. It's not.
It's
not horrible. It's really not
going in around
outright bad. It
Round
just
number 3.
doesn't
Here it is.
Boy.
This is it.
need
This is
to
the
be
second
there.
to the death round.
All the marbles.
Brian.
And
My boy, what's
Roxy
up, Brian?
speaking with her competitor, Kaiser.
Yeah, that movie is.
$5.
I understand what it's trying to
In
do.
round
It's
number
just
3.
weird
each
how they're
competitor
doing. It's like a
is gonna give
shot
us a
for
series of
shot
numbers.
remake.
We need
And
3
I
numbers from each.
understand the
and these
idea
numbers can range
is,
from 1 to 20.
Why
Each number
mess
corresponds
with
to a different
perfection?
corner of the movie
Essentially,
produced Schmoedown.
I also-
Your
I
first
do-
question's worth 2 points. Your next one's worth
Essentially,
3 points. So, ask
So
me
like
something
Mulan,
far.
it looks like
It's
Mulan's gonna be
5
more of like a
big points. You're still
reimagining,
coming
and
from
they're
this one
changing the
question,
story
there's no stealing.
quite a bit. They've got like
Number 3.
music
So,
riffs from the first one,
Eric,
but
you are in
Yeah,
it's not
general
like a
there's no
song for
lead.
song, scene for scene reshoot, which
You look very comfortable.
It's a weird
Do you have
choice.
3 numbers that you feel
Yeah.
lucky with from 1 to 20?
weird choice for
let's go
Lion
with
King.
3,
It makes sense
2,
for
and
Mulan.
10.
And Stacey Howard,
I
what
was
do you
not
like?
thinking Lion.
6,
I was
12,
thinking Lion King,
16.
not Jungle Book. Heads up.
I recognize those numbers.
Because 16 is the number of Joe Montana?
I know. I was at his retirement jersey ceremony.
Really?
I was on the field. I was part of the one. Hey.
Wow. All right.
Dance
know.
to Simply the Best by Tina Turner.
So, Stacey,
She was
you're gonna
a
ask your
cheerleader
questions,
back in
from
college.
Brienne.
That
I'll be
is
asking
the
Eric
reference.
his questions.
Okay.
For your 2-pointer, you
She is a
selected number
dancer.
6,
Hence,
and that
dance
corresponds to
Brad Pitt.
Checks out.
All right.
All right, here we go, Stacy. Brad Pitt plays a World War II officer named Don War Daddy Collier in what film?
Fury.
That is correct for 2 points.
There it is.
Wham!
There it
Stacy!
is.
I didn't have time to say it, but that was my
All right,
guess
pivoting
because
back over
I
to
haven't seen
gonna
that
say,
one.
And I'll be asking your
Allied.
question. You selected number
I've
3.
never seen Fury.
And
Allied.
that is going to
Allied
correspond
has
to
Marion
the world of
Cotillard.
action adventure movies.
They're about military
2 points.
spies.
She was in Big Fish. I saw that recently.
Who plays just paroled Army Ranger
Mhm.
Cameron Poe, who must fly home aboard a prison transport in the film Con Air?
Never seen it.
Nicolas Cage.
2 points, and he's back on top.
Everyone's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Did you say you haven't seen
We
Con
need
Air?
a Nicolas
I
Cage
have not
real
seen
slice,
Con
right?
Air.
Everybody agrees with me?
I do agree with
There's a lot of movies I have not
I'll
seen.
give you
Eric's up for
that.
Nicolas Cage real slice. We pivot back to Stacy for
It's,
her 3-point question.
on
She
our
selected
Amazon
number
account.
12. Brianne, what's she looking at?
I'm
You need
so
to watch it.
excited that you.
There's a lot
selected
of movies I
comedy.
had to see.
Do a Con Air face
That
off
was a
double
little. That was
feature.
a little delayed there.
I don't
Little
care
delayed
about
there.
Nick Cage,
Okay.
though. That's the
Here we
thing.
Who wrote Home Alone?
I just
National
don't.
Lampoon's
I don't know
Christmas
what to tell
Vacation,
you.
and the 1994 remake of Miracle on 34th Street?
Who wrote?
Wrote it?
Yes.
Like what? Writer director? What the
5,
fuck?
4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Who wrote Home Alone, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and the 1994 remake of Miracle on 34th Street?
His name's right here. It's right here. I know.
Like I was saying,
Eric the president.
This is
Some
a
matches-
5-pointer.
some matches I do really well. This match I
John Hughes?
beast.
Wow.
That is correct.
Wow, okay.
I love the explosion
Okay,
from the
okay.
audience.
There it is.
Bam!
This match I
And she forces
may
it back to
be in
Zipper.
single digits on.
Well done.
So,
You are not out of your element.
I like that
maybe
there.
barely.
All right, Eric, Zipper.
Perform best under pressure.
Barely
You chose number 2 for your 3-point question. And that corresponds to the world of crime movies.
Okay.
Come on,
Good
Eric.
question.
You got
Who
this. boo.
directed the 2018 crime thriller Widows?
Something McQueen.
Steve McQueen.
That one.
It's Steve McQueen.
That
Steve McQueen directed. So now Eric Zipper back on top, and it is a seesaw battle
Oh
back
my
and forth. This is exciting. This is why you watch the movie Trivia Schmoedown right here, folks. So we go back to Stacey Hart for her 5-point question. She selected the number 1 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Joe
right.
Montana,
Oh, it
and that
smells fresh
corresponds
cracked black
to
law.
what, Brianne?
Oh, so
Fantasy
good.
science fiction.
Smells like almost nothing at all.
Smells
How we feel about that?
like happiness.
Guys, it's gonna be a miracle.
This is
Here we go.
great. This
What
is really solid.
Oscar-winning actor provides the voice of King Hrothgar in Robert Zemeckis' Beowulf?
Holy what?
God, I saw it in theaters. I've not seen it since.
5.
I remember Angelina
Repeat the
Jolie
question.
in that one.
Is this the last one?
Um,
No, she has one more after this.
What Oscar-winning actor provides the voice of King Hrothgar in Robert Zemeckis' Beowulf?
Jeffrey Rush. I have no clue.
You said I have one more?
Hughes.
I mean, the helpful thing
Five.
is if you can visualize the face, you should be able to pull
Repeat
the
the
actor because they model
What
them all after the
Oscar-winning
voice
actor
actors.
provides the voice of King Hrothgar
Do
in
they?
Robert Zemeckis'
In this movie?
Beowulf?
In Beowulf, it was like hyper realistic. I thought.
I remember the dragon person lady was modeled after Angelina
5,
Jolie. She had like
4.
high heel
Anthony
feet.
Hopkins? Is that it?
It's Anthony
That is
Hopkins.
correct. I cannot
It is
stop
How do you
How
do
It's a
that?
beautiful thing.
How
It's
do
a
you
beautiful thing.
do that?
Girl.
It's a
Oh, shit.
celebratory mood here.
Zipper might be a little rattled by that one.
Don't finish at that time mark.
Get it, boo
The
boo.
audience was so excited.
What a great moment. And
What is she
we're not
doing?
even done with the match.
Okay,
People are
it doesn't
jumping
seem
up in their
fair.
chairs. The audience is going crazy.
I don't
It's
know
like
that I would
Stacy
shove
won
my
the
face
match,
in that
except she
chair.
has it.
But she
I
could.
won.
The problem
Good
is,
win.
I only
What?
know what I
What?
know, and she knows what she doesn't know.
Fair. That's fair.
All right, so
That was
Stacy, improbably pulling it.
I got you, Stacy.
That's not what you want to hear before your final
A lot of times
question.
the
Even if you win, I don't care.
And use other JT drama. I think that was Stacy using every second to actually conjure the name Anthony Hopkins. She pulled it out just in the nick of time, and she has forced the hand of Eric Zipper to answer his 5-point question.
It all comes down to this, Eric. No pressure. Zero pressure.
All right,
But
Eric.
you do have 3 JTEs left, so you know. So you're good. You know.
Eric, you selected category number 10 for your 5-point question. And that corresponds to the world of 1980s movies.
Jesus.
1980s.
Decades are the fucking
And
worst.
your question
It's wide open.
for the win. In what 1984 Robin Williams film does he declare, "I defect" at a Bloomingdale's department store in New York?
Come on, Boo Boo.
Oh no.
You got this.
The Fisher King? I have no idea.
Never
5,
seen that.
4.
It's a good one.
I can do that in the world of
It's
1980s.
depressing.
The fact that I've not seen a
1984
bazillion of
Robin
these like
Williams
really
film
well-known
does
movies.
he
That's why
declare,
I'm
"I
on a little
defect"
show called
at
Cinema
a
Bites with
Bloomingdale's
Drew
department
Grant,
store in New York?
where we talk about this.
Just check my
plug.
dates. It's not the Fisher King.
I know. Well, I wouldn't know.
It's not even the right decade.
Go to 5.
Popeye?
4.
No, Popeye came out around that time,
All
but
right. So your second J2, we have one remaining. In what 1984 Robin Williams film does he declare, "I defect" at a
Robin Williams,
Bloomingdale's department
1984.
store in New York?
you got the setting, you got the lines. That's a lot of clues. So it's a very
Go to 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. That's your last JT rule. In
Come
what
on, Makuga.
1984 Robin Williams
I just
film
called
does he
Makuga. You're
declare,
not Makuga.
"I
I don't know why I
defect"
said that.
at a Bloomingdale's department store in New York?
This is killer because I love to see Stacy win, but I also hate to see
5,
Eric lose.
4.
Oil's
Yeah.
War.
And your winner, Sassy Stacy Howard!
Eric. Totally fine.
Moscow on
We're
the
gonna see
Hudson.
more of you in the future, Eric. You are
Moscow
so
on
doing
the
great, Boo
Hudson
Boo.
was the answer, and
You're doing
C-Man
great.
is crushed, and Stacy is ecstatic.
We love you,
And
Boo Boo.
why not? What a
Eric,
well-played match
you're the
by
bee's
both
knees.
competitors.
You're the
It
cheese
just
to my
ended up
macaroni.
breaking
Yeah,
Stacy's
that was
leg.
it.
I'm speechless.
But
man.
oh
I'm
my
absolutely
gosh,
speechless.
that
I had
was
to
wonderful.
remind myself to breathe during this last section.
Yeah,
It's like
I was
we
just
were
like,
on
I don't
top.
know.
It was such an
Maybe he
intense- I'm
knew
sure
that.
y'all are
Maybe he
feeling it
didn't.
through the
But
internet
I do
airwaves,
think
but the studio
Stacy
audience
pulling
here,
that
everybody,
kind of shook
obviously the
him and
competitors, the managers,
put him in a
that
weird
was one of the
mindset
most tense
for his
Schmoedown
final
I've ever been
5-pointer
a
there.
part of.
It would for anyone.
Stacey Howard getting the answer
I
just
said
in the nick
before
of
and I
time.
say it
And
again.
Eric Zipper, a
Schmoedown,
great
just
performance
like
by
any
him,
sport, is
trying to
90%
conjure the name
mental,
of Moscow on the
and,
Hudson.
you know,
Couldn't
actual
quite
knowledge
do it,
is very
and for that,
well, you do
Sassy
obviously
Stacey
have
Howard
knowledge,
gets the win.
but
She now
so
has
much
a
of it
winning
is
record in
mental
her
and how you
career.
kind of
She's
react
6-5.
to
6 and
those
5.
situations.
So excited.
So,
Man. And he's
especially when it's on the
only
tip
won
of your
one, so
tongue.
You know what? There's a lot we
Friggin-
can do
Oh,
from here.
he's
You
not
know the
going
scene, you
anywhere.
know the movie or
clearly
whatever,
showed
but you
his
just
mettle,
can't-
and Stacey Howard,
can't
she
pull
has
the
this knack
name
of
or
coming
whatever it
up
may be.
big in the
It's-
clutch moments,
it
like
sucks.
an athlete
It
like
really
a Robert
does.
Ory. She just hits the big shot when she needs to the most,
And that's what gets
she
you.
did
If you don't
yet
know
again
it,
today
I
with
mean,
the
you don't really
5-pointer.
beat yourself up for
I
it.
don't know
But
that
if you
reference,
do
and then I
know
was
it,
thinking of the
and you
blind
can't
side, and then I was
pull the
thinking of
answer,
Michael Orr,
that's when
and
it's
is that
really,
even
really
his name?
frustrating.
That is his name, and he
Well,
was very
and
clutch
here's
as
the
well
problem
in
as
his
a
own
fan
way.
coming in.
so I got some
The
football
direction I
somewhere.
have is
I'm
We're
very
that
even talking about football.
when it's
I
not
don't even know.
when it's
The
not
Joe
Ben or
Montana
Drew
retirement
or one of their like
That's all
close
we need. And
teammates, it's
speaking
really
of
hard to
ceremony,
pick who to
Jen,
root for because I love
celebratory
both of
is
these
probably
competitors.
not the right word to describe the mood over there. I imagine
Obviously they
everybody
can't
is
both
really
win, but
celebrating Anthony
I feel
Hopkins.
great about Stacy pulling out a win here. I
it
feel
just
terrible
sounds more
about
like
Zipper
amazement than
losing.
anything
but
else, because if we've learned
No doubt,
anything
no
by
doubt.
watching
That's
Stacey
the
Howard
game.
compete in the last few years in the Schmoedown, it's just that anything is possible, and you can never count this girl out.
Well, the thing is, it's also with Stacy. We keep talking about
I
her
don't
as
even
if
think
we
you
don't
believe
she
that
doesn't
you pulled
actually
that
have
5-pointer.
knowledge.
No, I really don't.
When she
I
clearly
honestly
does
just
have
feel like,
knowledge.
okay, who's one
Like, as
Oscar
if she's
and who
all
has an
about
epic voice? I
these
was
random
running
polls.
through all the, you know, right
Zipper
in the
is on the,
and he
it's
popped
on
up.
the, it's
And,
it's in
you know,
the
here we go.
dungeon.
So
faction.
out of nowhere,
Scroll
but
up,
I
yeah.
perform best under pressure, as I've always said. And you know, this one knows when to push me and when to let me chill. So she talked with
Because the RoxStar's need that pressure right now because they're not
I gotta
doing
say,
good.
when I heard fantasy
Sorry.
sci-fi
He's in the
and
dungeon
sci-fi,
faction.
when
Is he
I
on-
got nervous for
What's-
you because
there
I
is he on
spent
a-
your time back in 6 degrees.
Is he on a two-person
when
team?
that category really
We
took
haven't
down
heard
me
anything
Brienne
about what
one day. It was
if he's going to be
really
on
nasty.
team
I
or
think
what
she
team
would
he's
have
going to
been-
be
I'm
on.
pretty sure I
We
got
only
like
heard about
2
one team
points
so far with
against
Cuckoo's
Rachel.
Nest. If there's another team being
yeah,
part of the
it's not
dungeon,
as
I
long
don't
as-
know, but
but
I
for
feel like
whatever
he would
reason,
definitely be a
it just
shoe-in
came to me.
for
Some
whatever
things just
other
come.
team there's going
Like,
to be.
I'd regret saying
phrasing.
that.
But I did see, I saw Mark
Roxy is
Andreyko and
glowing
Roxy
right now.
physically trying to will answers to you.
I was doing my best
I
Professor
mean, all three of
Xavier
them
on
are.
the side going, ah! So yeah, I'm incredibly proud.
Oh,
That's her superpower. Every time you underestimate Stacy, she waits to the last second and goes, oh, Anthony Hopkins and John Hughes, of course. And you're like, wait, where did that come from? So this is her power, and I'm thrilled for her. It was a great match all the way around.
She's a mutant.
Roxy, I saw
That's
you cheering
it.
from the sidelines as well. You have to be feeling pretty good about this start for Stacey Howard this season.
First of all, she deserves to be believed in, and it's
Yes.
about time.
Absolutely.
And she's an unbelievable player. And we can call it guessing, and she might even call it guessing, but she has so much movie knowledge that you can't say that's guessing when I wouldn't be able to guess that. That's her having enough knowledge of the space to put pieces together and make an educated choice in that decision. And she was able to do that.
So we talked about this a little bit at the top of the match, but I do think this is the end of her being underrated. I think coming into this year, coming into this season, we already kind of had an image of Stacy as like an actual like a threat at the very least in our minds.
Yeah,
but there are days
coming
that
into
I
this
watch
year
Stacey
with
play
a
that
win.
she could legitimately take down.
As
Dan
far
Murray.
as being
and then there
a
are other
serious
days when she could not
competitor,
beat your dog.
that's something I'm kind of curious about. Is she, she's
She would
currently
be the
at
first person to
6-5.
admit this. I'm not saying anything new. But
with
I'm
one
just really excited
KO.
for you because
I'm
I
kind
know
of curious
the
though where
team
we're going to
that
put
you've
her in the
been with. I know
standings
that
as far
the
as like
faction
all
belong to,
weeks
and I know that these are the
as far
kind
as
of
the
people that
competitors
can
go.
take Stacey
Because as
Howard
far
to
as
the level
I
that we've
remember,
never
she
seen.
hasn't been in the top 10 before. But
Yeah.
again, I could be
So
wrong.
what's your plan
I don't
going
know the
forward?
top 10, all the
Well, first
stats
of all,
and
it would
everything
have
off
to
the
be
top
like
of my
a
head.
really
I don't know.
smart
I don't
dog,
read
maybe like a dog
stats,
from Mars or somebody who came
but-
down. Because I think you're right.
But
Stacey
it will
can
be
take
interesting.
on a Dan Merle type. So going forward, we're definitely.
I had a
going
point
after
in my
those
head,
big
but it's gone
giants.
now.
And we'll
It
see
might come back.
who's next in our
It's very
path. But
dust,
I
it's
don't
done.
think whoever it is, we're going to have a problem with because Stacey's a champion.
And we're going to study fantasy sci-fi.
Interesting.
Yeah, do that too. Yeah. We'll try a little bit. So
Oh, it was this. It's kind of weird.
I'll do a
So
little.
it's
Stacey,
hard to
if you
talk
are
about
this dangerous
competitors
when you go
sometimes
study,
who we
I
kind of
think
view
the
as
league has been
being
put on notice
more
for when
in the
you
middle.
Congratulations.
Because
on a
Stacey
fantastic
Howard, I don't
match
think
today.
we view as being.
Back to you guys.
I certainly don't view her as being able to come up and challenge Ben Bateman or Dan Merle or people that caliber tomorrow at all.
You guys have worked together before,
Which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to not be at the very pinnacle of the
I
game,
think
but
Stacey's
it's
really
difficult to
happy
place
to
her in
be
the
up on
conversation
top and
sometimes.
have that winning
So she's
record,
certainly
'cause
not
she's been
underrated
kind
at
of
this
like
point,
beating
but
Kia
she's.
since she started as
Yeah, I mean,
singles
you'd say she's properly rated, but
I was, memory.
it almost sounds like an insult to say that someone's like right there, middle player, but that's not an insult. It takes a lot to be
I remember all that.
middle of the rankings in this league.
Glad that is over. I hope to
It
never
really is.
remember it again.
Well, it's the thing about
I
good
don't
players
like to say I get
becoming
into
great
fights
players that
with
if you're
Paul,
good at
but,
what you
you know,
know,
I come in
it's
with my hot
diagnosing
takes.
your weaknesses
And
and being
when
able to make those
when I personally
into your
rate
strengths. And if you
competitors, I
can
rate
do
them as
that, then you'll be
A, B,
great
C,
at
and
life, kid.
And
You
like
also be
these
really
like
good at the movie
competitors
trivia
that
and then Stacy is
not
living
bad
proof of
competitors,
that.
so just
She's 6 and
mega
5 now.
rookies.
She's off to a great
And
start.
C
She's got
is
a great manager who
competitors,
cares about
that
her
have like
performance
one
within
or two
RoxStar's.
matches,
I
and
love
they're
Roxy
definitely working
saying
my way
she
up.
deserves to be believed in.
B is
I
definitely
believe that
people
100% as well.
are.
But
I
on the
feel
other
like
side of the
honestly
match, came out
competitors
the
like
short end
Stacy
today.
that are
Eric
very
Z-Man Zipper,
solid,
I think, gave a
that have
hell of a
potential to
performance
be
and just
great.
got a 5-pointer.
They're working their way
Didn't know
there.
he
now.
tried to
They
conquer it
definitely
Stacey
pulled
did
us
with
in.
Anthony
They're
Hopkins, and he
underrated. I
just
feel like
came up
they're it's
this
the end
short.
of the idea
And
of her
Jen,
being
I
underrated,
imagine
but
it's
she
a pretty
is solid,
crestfallen team
clearly
over
has
there at
knowledge,
the dungeon.
and it just kind of
It's definitely a somber
You
mood
know,
every night. Zip, I gotta say, I saw you
depends
beat
on a few
yourself
things,
up
I guess,
over there
for
at the
sure.
desk.
I definitely
know
say
that
she is.
this match kind of
She's
took you by
climbing
surprise.
her
And
way
it's
up for
weird
sure.
because I feel like I've watched this
Yeah.
match unfold the exact same way.
I just don't know. Like I don't. I guess I don't know what
because you don't know how
Stacy's limit will end up being.
what is it.
Yeah,
No, but
because
you're right.
she
I-
does
this
pull
one
it out
definitely
saying,
hurts.
it is a guess,
As
and I
much
do
as
feel
I
like she's great
went
with
into this
puzzling
match,
things
with the bluster and
together.
the confidence, like I really care about this game.
But
I really know that I have it in me to play at a level higher than I've been playing.
Yes, you do.
And I
Yes,
think
you
the
do.
thing that hurts most about those 5-pointers is that I knew mine and she didn't know hers. and yet I got mine wrong and she got hers right. She just pulled Anthony Hopkins out of nowhere, and I had Moscow Hudson floating at the edge of my brain the entire time. And it just, I feel like I played well enough to win, and I just couldn't make it happen in the last moment.
I get what he's saying here, but I think it's obvious that for Stacy to be able to pull it, she had it in there somewhere too.
She's a magical being who gets questions right about movies she's never heard of. It's like wild. It is wild. She just picks whatever the first name that comes into her head, and it's always the right name. It's
Matt's like, what the fuck? Can I get that voodoo magic on me?
You're upset, and I'm not laughing at you being upset. But it's the most hilarious description about what we just witnessed here. Don't cry.
So I will say that speaks to either.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I cry, and that's not a good thing. I'm not a cute crier, guys.
By the time we're done with this, but
I'm gonna take one of those scooters.
We know how that is.
I will say that description of Stacy though kind of lends it to either being,
but you'll get
some people either a gimmick where she's playing up the guessing, or she knows the answer, she has them, and she just needs more confidence, and she needs to
match. He was ready. I've never.
She needs to, I guess,
trained ever since he's been in the.
Hell, I don't know any of this trivia, so I'm not one to give her advice, but.
This guy knows the 70s and 80s, and we call tag. Okay, tag team. Who teams? I don't know. Someone's out there probably.
Team announcement?
But
was this announced already? People tell me.
I do. But here's the one thing I want to say, and far be it for me to give any credit to a Guns N' Roses groupie.
And Eric Zipper.
But that freaking challenge that Roxy made on the sound challenge is a thing of beauty. That's what good managing is all about. So I give her. Now that said, now
are you?
You know
wait,
what?
Is Kaiser paying someone a compliment?
Yes,
I wasn't
thank
done
you.
yet.
Thank
now
you.
I gotta listen to her. Now I gotta listen to that woman run her mouth for the next 6 months, talking smack like me. But that said, how can you not give Stacey Howard credit for that match? That girl played a damn good game. So if you're a fan of the Schmoedown, you got your money's worth today, because those are two of the gnarliest, nastiest competitors you got to see in a knockdown, drag-out fight. And at the end of the day, it's about the sport. It's about the sport, and those two went out there and they kicked each other on. It was a great match, and I'm proud.
I cannot wait to see them as a team.
Last thing I want to say is that as much as, I'm going to crawl away, lick my wounds, but I'm coming back, and this is not the last time that Stacy and I have seen each other in that ring.
I think I speak for everyone in this room where I'd like to see more of this rivalry.
As long as you don't wear that stupid sweater next time.
This is Adam's sweater. It's fine.
Sweater. That makes sense. All right, can we go home now?
Sure.
Not her sweater.
Just don't take a scooter, for the love of God.
All right.
Back to you guys.
That
Does
is
he
good advice
actually
from
have
Jen
a
Sturge.
scooter?
Avoid those scooters,
I don't
kids.
know.
Sweaters, I guess it's based on.
I don't know. That might have been a JTE reference. I'm not sure.
Eric Zipper, very funny, but it hurt him.
You
Deep.
can see that it hurt him.
He
He has
bumped.
such passion for this game, and that's
Yes.
what I really appreciate. And that's why matches like this are so great, when you have people in there that really want to be and really want to win.
Yeah.
It just makes it so much more exciting for the rest of the audience.
And then I think down in hell, it's getting a little drafty, because Kaiser actually paid a compliment to Roxy Stryer, giving her credit for the challenge, which, warranted challenge. It was upheld. And so I think that maybe a little bit of gamesmanship early helped spur on Stacy Howard. But again, what a clutch performance by, I'll say it right now, one of the all-time clutch artists in Schmoedown history.
Definite clutch artist. I also believe Zipper when he says he played well enough to win, and that's very true, but today just wasn't his day. And that's how it goes in the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Toughest losses to take. Well, it's always a win when you get beyond the desk next to Brianne Chandler. Check her out wherever you do your online social media shopping, missed movies. I am merely Mark.
Oddly enough, we were talking over a lot of the commentary for this match.
Check out our newest live events. We're going to announce cities all the time around these parts, and our movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Check it out. Select which tier is right for you. On behalf of Christian Harloff and the whole incredible crew here at the movie Trivia Schmoedown, our great studio audience. I'm Mark, and we'll see you next time at the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Dang. Well, that sucks. Okay,
So
oh, sorry, you're frozen.
I was just going to say that's the penultimate match of our actually currently filmed matches we have available to us prior to moving everything to StreamYards.
Yes, absolutely. Also, before we kind of dive into that a little bit further, we did get another Streamlabs, so thank you so much. We really appreciate. From Weston Arrow. Lucas, can you please do the honor and read the message? I did put in the private chat.
Okay, let me navigate over there. So Weston says, "Too hard to go to bed when this match is on. What do you think about a guest manager swap in the main league, like an exhibition where you can coach a main league team and someone from their team coaches your team?"
Interesting.
So a coach swapping match.
So for example, are you saying like if they for an exhibition match they just like someone like Roxy hypothetically becomes like the temporary manager for like Rachel for an exhibition match? I'm not really sure I'm visualizing it right. I mean, like anything is possible, honestly, especially right now. I'm also kind of curious. Every manager is a little bit different as far as their management styles. And some managers are much more hands-on more than others. And some of them, maybe it's a little more individualized where they kind of have a relationship with each and every one of their competitors. Some of it's a little more generalized, or maybe they put a little more pressure on some competitors to really mentor other competitors as well, to have that kind of mentor-mentee relationship. There's a lot of different directions you can go into. But with a one-time manager for an exhibition match, I don't know how much effort as a manager I would give to a competitor for an exhibition match that doesn't really matter. Lucas, what do you think?
So I guess the one that comes to my mind, the one that I think of if I think of swapping managers on a team is it would have to be Roxy and Dagnino swapping. It would have to be like Roxy managing the Founding Fathers and Dagnino managing the Odd Couple, something like that.
What would be the situation where that would happen? For an exhibition match?
This wacky exhibition match that Weston brings up.
What wacky exhibition match? Would that be okay?
Well, that was the question.
I can't imagine.
It's a specific manager swapping exhibition match.
So the purpose of the exhibition match is just to swap managers, and it wouldn't really focus on. Okay, I didn't visualize that correctly. So it would focus on the manager exhibitions, not so much the subject of the movies that they're watching, essentially, right?
Yeah. It would be my imagining is it would be more like a regular teams match. The difference is your managers are swapped with some level of build up to that. It'd be a little weird. I don't think most of them, like especially like Roxy and Dagnino, I don't think they would give it their full effort. They wouldn't really work with them the way they normally would. Yeah.
Like, why would you want to put in effort for competitors that are not on your team unless you're low-key trying to recruit one or two of them?
Because assuming that I guess so Weston is in here if you want to highlight that with he's saying there should be a perk at the end, but maybe not points, but some kind of perk. Yeah, but that kind of ruins the point of it being an exhibition. I like the idea in some regards. I just think it would be hard to actually get them to commit to it.
Yeah, that would be a lot. Well, again, depending on the management style of the manager between Roxy and Kaiser and Winston, a lot of these people have very different styles, and I don't know how much effort they would want to put in for people for one exhibition match that usually doesn't matter score-wise for the factions. But like you said, if there was some kind of perk, I can't really imagine what kind of perk would be good enough for them to put in as much effort as usual, if that makes sense. Especially if it would be to the benefit of another faction potentially if they lose. So.
Yeah, and I would say, I guess it would be interesting because they both talk about each other's management styles quite a bit. Mm-hmm. Roxy goes after Tom all the time.
What? No.
And Tom is not innocent in this debate, but they definitely attack each other's management styles specifically. So it'd be kind of interesting to see a swap like that. I don't know of any other two managers that have the kind of back and forth that those two have. So I think if you were going to do a single match, it'd be the two of them doing this.
We also got another donation through Streamlabs. Thank you so much, Ferris. And it's actually mentioned specifically to Lucas. So, Lucas, please, in the private chat.
Is there another Streamlab that you missed?
No, I'm not gonna. We did get one. Okay, so we did get one from Mr. Lucas J. Shashek right over here, and it just said butts. Because, we're a classy bunch over here. Butts. B-U-T-T-S. Care to explain that, Lucas?
No.
Butts?
So Ferris sends in Streamlabs.
Butts?
Do we normally read off the donation amount or just the message?
No, just the message is fine.
Okay, so I assume Ferris sent in an extremely generous donation. All donations are generous.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
He says, hello. Is this working? Lucas, what's up? Not much. I'm doing this right now, Ferris. I've been in quarantine for the last, I don't know, 30 weeks.
This is day 3000 of the quarantine. At least it feels like it sometimes. It's following up on what he was saying. If it's a series of matches, maybe a perk would be the manager gets the top draft pick. Okay, I can totally understand that. If it's a series of exhibition matches, that wouldn't matter to the exhibition match. So I have a hard time picturing like exhibition matches where they matter, but at the same time they don't matter. I would love for somehow incorporating these exhibition matches to be involved, just because, we got to continue Schmoedown somehow. I just can't picture it personally, but, maybe it just needs a really great promo. Eric, what's up? Maybe you need to be on it to make me more excited, for sure. Maybe visualize it a little bit better. What do you think, Lucas?
Yes, whatever you said, I agree. Did I do marriage right?
You're a weenie.
Oh, holy shit. Important announcement. It is 12:02 a.m. Jake Iacovetta, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jake.
All right, so the match was over like 15 minutes ago, so we should probably stop running out the clock on this eventually. But I do want to say happy birthday, Jake. It's great to have you. You are, beyond just the Action Army, you're such an important part of the Schmoedown community. Mm-hmm. You're involved in all these different elements. You're involved in all these different streams. You really help everyone out. Also, go to hell, and that's all I have to say about Jake.
Jake's a cool fella. He's okay. You
say so.
Jake too. He's okay. He has his moments.
I'll drink to Jake too.
There you go. Oh, so good. Oh man, so good.
Jake has a comment here. So Christian kind of, if you read between the lines, Christian said he's not really listening as much to the podcast that cuss all the time. So I can't actually read that comment out loud. For the sake of C2A, I will just have Alex highlight that.
Thanks. Love y'all, mofos.
Great. All right.
Okay, so aside from that, we kind of did answered a handful of questions. So Lucas, who do you think Stacy should go up against next? And what do you also, by extension, who do you think Zipper Eric should go up against next potentially?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Perfect.
Well, I have the problem with this season where we hit the kind of quarantine period and it's just been so like dragged out that even the matches going back to January, I have a hard time recalling. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you right now. So
Totally
obviously,
fine.
Zipper should face someone who has recently lost, perhaps, and Stacy should face someone who has recently won.
That's usually how it goes, for
Here,
sure.
Stacy should go up against Ben Goddard. That would be a fun match.
I can definitely see that. However, I do feel like because Ben Goddard is such a rookie, I feel like Stacy can go up against someone a little bit better. Not to say that Ben Goddard is a bad competitor. He's obviously immensely talented. It's just he's only played one match in singles. But Eric has played in other leagues outside of within Schmoedown, within IG and teams as well. So that's why going into singles, I'm okay with him playing someone that's much more experienced.
I get what you're saying. I understand, and you can throw a rock and find a better competitor than Ben Goddard. I had that name in my head for some reason. I don't know.
You can throw a rock and find a better competitor than Ben Goddard. Guys, can someone clip that and send it to Ben? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so so I would love to see her really kind of go against anyone. I don't have the list of all the competitors and anything right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and double check the stats, real fast, but I do think that, maybe someone from, I can't remember, who did Swag play pretty recently? Swag played a match
played against, or who did they field recently?
Ooh, wait, maybe not. Okay, so she would definitely be the undercard, but honestly, I think Ethan Irwin was a recent win for Swag. Or maybe I'd be kind of curious to see how she would go up against. Let's see. Well, I can't picture. Or no, Janine recently lost. So I'm just thinking about that. I would say we could have another Janine Stacy match 2.0. That'd be reunion 2.0. I mean, but who in the Burning? Oh, sorry, the Burning Droogs. I'm just double checking right now.
Because Janine's match this year was against Riley, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the last match for both of them.
Okay. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. Burning Droogs it's so iffy right now. Burning Droogs.
Who even knows who's on the Burning Droogs anymore?
You know what? Absolutely. That's an entire conversation for Claw Live coming up on Sunday. So that's going to be a fun one. I'm an admin for the Burning Droogs, and we have a chat between the Burning Droogs admins, and we're constantly like, can we post this? Can we not post this? What is going on? Everything is happening right now. And it's kind of insane for sure. Okay, so you guys, we've been streaming for a little over an hour now. So I'm going to go ahead. If you guys have any final questions or anything like that through Streamlabs, please give us a holler through there. Otherwise, we're just going to be wrapping things, up here pretty soon. So, Lucas, where can we find you, your beautiful face, and all the stuff you're chatting about and good stuff?
I believe I am LJ Shashek, or
you
at
are.
LJ Shashek on Twitter. Shashek spelled Shashek.
That is how we spell our name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, nothing. Don't follow me elsewhere. Just Twitter.
Physically or otherwise.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna drink a little bit real fast.
It's good. The dead time will really help out the stream.
It's not going on podcast form, so whatever.
So where can we find you, Alex? Is it at @real_Alex Mac?
This is me on Twitter. You can find me there. You can also find us. You can find Call to Action on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter and a bazillion other places. Definitely check us out there. Also on Instagram. We have an Instagram account. Did you know? It's a pretty cool place. Kelsey's in charge of it. Also on Wednesdays, I host a little Schmoedown themed show called Schmoebase. And it's a fun time. We debate, really big, fun questions, everything Schmoedown, all the way from one of the best belt matches in history, all the way down to who would win in a Schmoedown food fight. Who should be your partner in a Schmoedown themed road trip? Which is somehow I lost that argument, and it should be Rachel Silvestrini. Yet someone argued Kaiser. How did Kaiser win against Silvestrini? I'm still pissed off about it. So.
So what is the not to cut off your whining, but what is the next C2A stream to air? Is it Call Live tomorrow at X time Central, X time Western?
Well, yeah, now I just realized
Pacific.
You're 100% right. It is technically Saturday, meaning tomorrow, Sunday, we're going to be doing an episode of Call Live with one of the loves of my life, Kelsey. She is going to be hosting her show, and we're going to be following up a lot of stuff going on, the drafts, like the trades and all the craziness. I mean, we could have an entire episode really dedicated to R&B and everything. The fiasco that is all about him right now. We're going to be talking about him. We're going to be talking about, all these new drafts. We're going to be talking about this match. So it's going to be a fun time. So definitely check it out then. But yeah, that's it. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. What was your favorite part? What was your favorite moment? What was the hardest question or whatever it may be? And who do you think should go up against Stacy? That is the real question. Please let us know in the comments, because I read all the comments and I will respond inevitably. Just giving you a heads up. So please do that. And thank you, Kelsey. It's going to be
Pacific.
So it's going to be it's going to be about 10 p.m. Central. So subject to change. Who knows? Whatever it may be. Thank you, Kelsey. And we will see you soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
Before we sign off, any other Streamlabs, anything else?
I will double check. And no.
Excellent. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure before we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us, and we'll see you soon. Love you, Lucas. I'll see you later. And the other.
I'm right upstairs, so.
I know, but I'm in the lower half of the house, so I can't really hear or see you outside.
All right. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Guten Nacht, etc.